Hello YouTube, Andy Camreacts back again. So, for those that are new, by the way, I'm a Korean American that's followed Korean music since the late 1980s to the early 2010s, and then I kind of stopped. So I'm on a not back. I am on a uh, what is the word? I am on a journey to discover the music that I've missed in the last 5 to 10 years, and lately Dreamcatcher's been, excuse me, an absolute joy. And I just saw this on my feed. Dreamcatcher's Siyeon Hwang Hwangulgyung. Um, Hwangulgyung. What does this mean actually? Ecstasy. Okay. Excuse me. Just get going. Ah, this aesthetic and this instrumentation really matches actually.
긴긴 밤 달빛도 외면한 참 추운 바람 푸른 빛 조금도 허락되지 않은 꿈 하나의 색만이 오롯이 남아 서서히 눈을 감아 단 꿈을 꾸네 한순간의 꿈 잠시 스쳐갈 뿐이라도 내 손에 놓지 말아줘 날 꼭 안던 품의 향기 잘라서 간준 빛의 온기
Really enjoying Siyeon's voice here.
짧은 숨결 긴긴 밤 속삭임까지도 빛을 잃은 내 세상엔 이리 소란한데 그 언제나 너를 품은 황홀한 꿈결 눈을 뜬 채 잊혀질까
Really quick before I forget, the song reminds me of an artist that used to sing, um, pretty popular in the mid 2000s, maybe early 2000s. Her name is Lee Soo-young, and I'll talk more about that, but I just want to get that out there.
점점 사그라져가네
The vocal styles are very different between Siyeon and Siyeon, so just the instrumentation and the feel. Siyeon looks really good in a hanbok, by the way. I have a soft spot for a hanbok. How did they do that? I'll watch this video again later.
어쩌면 내 작별은 다 알고 있었다고 사무치게 길 밤을 꿈결이라 속삭이는 너
ended way too abruptly, but that's fine. Um, it says entrancing, and maybe ecstasy is a bad translation. I don't know the word in Korean to translate it any better. Um, just checking. I should just say
사무치게 길
there's her attitude. What is she doing?
꿈결이라 속삭이는 너
That's very cute. Okay, I just saw that and I wanted to check it out. So it looks like this is an older song. I mean, older. I don't know how old is old, but this she had this dance already created in April. Really quick. Parts of the song reminds me of a. I don't know if you guys know. Actually, you guys are really young, a lot of you. Um, there's a animated movie, not Disney, American, called Anastasia or Anastasia. Um, and uh, I really adored that the music in that song in that movie. My sisters bought the soundtrack and I adored it. And there was one song that always made me want to listen to it over and over again, and that was December from Anastasia. Uh, if you listen to that song, the instrumentation not the same, vocals not the same at all, but there's a mood to it. There's a vibe to it. It just kind of ever so slightly reminds me of that. It's like it's kind of like a weird mysterious. It's like a fantastical slash mystery filled kind of imagery or feeling, maybe emotion from it. Another thing that I wanted to say was, like I said, Lee Soo-young, she had songs that were pretty oriental sounding, but her vocals don't sound anything like Siyeon's. But the instrumentation, it's a lot of songs were fairly oriental, modern but oriental at the time anyway. And her voice made Lee Soo-young has a really unique voice. Maybe I'll play um, just a snippet of the song that I think I'm thinking about is Lee Soo-young. I think it's Relearning that I'm thinking about. And I just want to briefly play the song's chorus or pre-chorus. Her voice is also very unique, like I said. Just maybe it's not this song, but there's a vibe. It's not this song. I'll let you listen to the chorus. This one was from her fourth album. Anyways, so it's not this song that I'm thinking of, but Lee Soo-young has a lot of songs, and just there's a small vibe on her stuff as well. Of course, I'm not being fair to Siyeon's song. or Dreamcatcher, I should say. And that I'm not saying they're copying or anything like that. I'm just saying, and this is positive stuff. Lee Young is a huge part of the music that I really enjoy listening to when I was in my teens, and it was just like a little vibe. I didn't really tell anyone about my liking this kind of music because it's she was popular, Lee Young, but it was not popular amongst my friends. um, anyways, enough about old references. Let's get back to Siyeon's solo here. Is there closed captioning in English for you guys to watch with me? It's not a very good quality. Very definitely live. I really like this hanbok. It's very simple yet intricate looking. It's really quiet. I really appreciate this side of Siyeon's voice actually. She sounds very delicate and mystifying.
어쩌면 내 작별은 다 알고 있었다고 사무치게 긴 밤을 꿈결이라 속삭이는 너
Just got a little bit of the goosebumps. She sounds great. Can I really just go back here real quick?
어쩌면 내 작별은 다 알고 있었다고 사무치게 긴 밤을
This part reminds me of the climax of Once Upon a December, or December, from Anastasia. Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna play it. It's Once Upon a December. It's not just December. Okay. If I get blocked, I'm gonna be so upset. But anyways, nope, nope, it's not that version.
Things my heart used to know, things it yearns to remember. Across my narrow
I swear there's like a instrumentation. There it is. So that part kind of reminds me of like this part. Obviously distinctly different, very different. But it just, the feeling, I don't know. Maybe you guys aren't, you're not feeling it, but I'm basically saying I love it. It just reminds me of a lot of old feelings.
달빛도 외면한 참 까만 꿈 황홀하구나.
So I'm so used to Siyeon's belty rock voice, right? So this is a huge refreshing side of Siyeon, and I'm glad I saw it because it's a very different side to Siyeon. It's not that I ever doubted that she could do this kind of music, but actually hearing it, very appreciative. And this kind of music in general, kind of like this Oriental feel, kind of plucks at your emotions, very entrancing is actually a good word. Mystifying, feeling, um, very, very uh, nostalgic. Because Koreans, every once in a while, someone will tap into this side of Korean music, Korean pop, and start incorporating older sounds and traditional sounds into a song. And it sounds great whenever they do. Another song that kind of feels, it plays on older traditional instruments. I feel like, maybe I'm wrong. Hold on one second. Okay, I just listened to the song that I was thinking about. It doesn't really share the Oriental instrumentation, but its imagery is so Oriental, and I'm talking about "나 가거든" by Josumi. Um, it's a timeless song for Koreans. Um, just to give you a snippet, maybe this instrumentation is epic, but it's not really Oriental. This part is. Here it is. So there are songs that tap into like Oriental kind of traditional instruments from Korea, and they become, if done right, they become epic songs. This is an epic song. I encourage you to check it out on your own time. I don't want to bore you. Yeah, I don't want to bore you. It's a different shot. It's from an opera singer. Um, but this song, that's "If I Leave" by Chosumi or "낙하거든." Down here it says "낙하거든." that is uh, that is mwah, it's a good song. Um, for me anyway, it's an emotional song. I really want to see if there's more content. It all looks like it's from the same performance. Daughter Pullman. Oh, it's someone doing a cover. think there's only one live performance and one special clip. So I kind of want to watch this one more time just to get the official video going again. I really enjoy old Korean architecture as well. This is nice to see. Sorry, it's really loud now. Siyeon looks really good with this kind of like very simple look too.
긴 밤 달빛도 외면한 참 추운 바람 푸른 빛 조금도 허락되지 않은 꿈 하나의 새만이 오롯이 남아 서서히 눈을 감아 단 꿈을 꾸네 한순간의 꿈 잠시 스쳐갈 뿐이라도 내 손에 놓지 말아줘 날 꼭
I felt
품에 향기
got the goosebumps from that again.
준비 참기 그 속에 더 온전히 머문 채 짧은 숨결 긴긴 밤 속삭임까지도 빛을 잃은 내 세상엔 일이 소란한데 그 언제나 너를 품은 황홀한 꿈결 눈을 뜬 채 잊혀질까 점점 사그라져가네 그 아무것도 몰랐네 나 아는 것 중 제일 아름답게 타올랐다 참 아프게 되어 영영 비어있을 곳 마지막의 끝에서 다시 선명해질 불꽃 짧은 숨결
They did it again. I thought it was pretty cool. Holy smokes. What happened there?
짧은 숨결 긴긴 밤 꽃 짧은 숨결 긴긴 밤 속삭임까지도 빛을 잃은 내 세상엔 일이 소란한데 그 언제나 너를 품은 황홀한 꿈결 눈을 뜬 채 잊혀질까 어두 내 긴 새벽 텅빈 눈동자 어쩌면 내 작별은 다 알고 있었다고 사무치게 길 밤을 꿈결이라 속삭이는 널 잊게 될까
What is the significance of the white scarf? I'm not sure. I'm not versed well enough to know what that means. Because they all drop it in front of her as well. Nah, she's really good at nailing this mystifying feel. Yeah, what's the significance of the white scarf to throw it at her, basically?
까만 꿈 황홀하구나
Fantastic song, by the way. As I'm scrolling through like the list of Siyeon stuff, I'm like, I'm seeing things I don't know, right? I'm like, oh, I want to see it, but I must. There will be another day. It definitely sounds like an OST of some kind. I'm noticing that some of these have dramas in front of it. Like this is IU. This is definitely a drama, likely, right? This is also looks like a drama or movie that they overlaid, right? Comment in the section. Does this song is very specific to Korean people. I don't know if I could say Asian people because I'm not more than Korean. So I don't know if other nations like a Chinese or a Japanese or any of the Southeastern Asians, if they have, if this kind of instrumentation is something that kind of um, hits you the same way it does me. Um, I'm not saying all Koreans feel the same way I do, by the way. I preface that, but there, even if it's not officially or actually Korean instruments, traditional instruments, it's got that feel, the song, of trying to kind of um, draw out, I guess, that feeling. And it gets me for sure, right? I want to watch more. I kind of wish there was like a live version where she's not dancing, just so I could see what it sounds like when she's focused on just the voice. Um, that's not how you spell live. No, not performance, just like this scenario, right? Speechless. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna watch that too. I just want to listen to her sing this song, not dancing. April to Siyeon solo 곡. It's a short though.
단 꿈을 꾸네 한순간의 꿈
Yeah, it's not. It's obviously not official. Bomber? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. There's no other content for this song, unfortunately, so I cannot. I cannot do it. What is this?
왜냐하면 그때 정말 많은 자존감을 다쳤고 내가 한없이 모자란 존재구나를 느낀 기간이었어요. 그래서 그때 정말 정말 작아지고 많이 힘들고 울고 잠도 못 자고 그랬던 그 시기의 저에게 버텨라. 남들이 말하는 것만큼 너 그렇게 못하지 않아. 라고 말해주고 싶습니다.
Oh, is this maybe she's talking about if she could give herself advice when she was younger? Um, Something like that. Okay. Oh, there's an instrumental version. I'm glad this exists. I was thinking I would love to just try to record a cover of this. Obviously in the same key but in a man's voice, so it'll be an octave lower, probably. Um, I can't sing as high as her for sure. In her original tone or key, it has to be probably an octave lower. But if that's something you guys would be interested in, let me know. I might just like one verse, you know, just trying it. I don't know how to record in my setup singing vocals because it needs to be mic needs to be closer. But when I get really close, it kind of gets distorted, especially if I'm singing because I am a loud singer, so that's not going to work. So I'm not sure if I'm going to cover anything. I better sound like as close to professional as it can. Is what I'm getting at. But leave it in the comments if you guys would be interested in what I sound like if this in singing this. I would love to try to at least interpret it into cover format for myself covering it, and kind of interpret the song in my own way, if it's even possible, right? It won't be anytime soon, just so you know. By the way, voice is still incredibly damaged from all the coughing. Um, it's definitely I've been definitely coughing less lately than when I did that random short video. Out of 10, I think Siyeon's Hwang Hyeong gets a. I'm just looking for reasons to not give it a 10 right now. Like, if I give too many 10s out, it kind of loses the meaning, right? They need to be as scrutiny proof as it can be. If there's any knock I could do on the song, is that I think they could have given Siyeon more freedom to sing. I think they including Siyeon, tried to control Siyeon's voice a little too much, and it sounds a little too tame. I wish there was more emotional outbursts in the song, if that makes sense. It's a song of yearning. It's a song of um, memories. I feel like, and so I think the tone is perfect. I just wish they gave her the green light at the end of the song a little more. I'm a big fan of big climaxes, big voices, um, epic sounds. So it didn't have that, right? And it's a tame song that had a lot of emotions in it, which is great. But I just wish they gave her a little more freedom at the end. It's like the minutest, smallest minutia of complaints I could say, or criticisms I could give the song. I think this is a 10 out of 10. It The genre of the song, which is much more, like I said, traditional, influenced by traditional songs, kind of intentionally sounding like a an OST. um, it's a good song. I really like the melody. I like how the instrumentation is the chord progression. Xian's um, very controlled, refined, clear voice. Um, the hanbok, the choreography, even the special clip where does it the setting of the video, all really complement each other really well. I think they did a really good job, and I think uh, I hope this song gets. It's obviously not a main release, right? So I really hope this song gets some publicity in some way or form in Korea, because I think a lot of Koreans would love this song. I feel like 10 out of 10. Also in the comment section, let me like I think I don't know if I actually finished asking the question. This song hits me in a very specific way because I think that there's some cultural influence, background, history, cultural references, or not references, influences to my liking the song in a certain way. As a, I know I have a lot of non-Koreans on this channel that watch my content. As a non-Korean, who probably do not have the same emotional reaction to the song as others do, um, what do you like about the song? Um, yeah, from like I think that's a really it's actually something I'm curious about. What do you feel when you hear this song? What do you think about the instrumentation? What do you think about Shion's voice here versus her typical title tracks, right? Which is a little uh, more raw, more belty, more in your face at times. Um, how did you like this side of Shion? I enjoyed it a lot, by the way. I think this is I want to see more of this version of Shion as well. Um, yeah. Also comment what do you guys think about what I said? Um, I gave you two references in one song, which is I apologize. I'm trying to I think I'm gonna try and reduce more. Um, the amount of kind of old school references. I don't know if people enjoy it necessarily, and I also don't want to give the impression that I'm saying this song is exactly the same as if it is, I will say this song sounds exactly like this song, and here's Exhibit A. I haven't done that yet this channel. My intention is to just I feel something and I want to share that feeling. In this case, I felt like the style of song reminded me of Lee Young's one of several Lee Young songs with kind of similar feel, similar um, kind of instrumentation. And then I mentioned Anastasia as Once Upon a December, and again, it's kind of like reminding me of the emotions I felt a little bit, I guess, of the songs. But I'm not trying to make a direct comparison. I don't think the songs sound similar in any way, except for the emotions that it evokes in me. um, and the nostalgia, right? That kind of stuff. Obviously, not everyone will feel the same way. The people that know this stuff, they maybe don't even think of it at all, or maybe they feel something similar. So it's all subjective. It's all, um, you know, based on my history and my understanding and my opinion. I give you some opinions. If you feel like it's kind of, let me know if you feel like those comparisons are kind of like out of place, and I could try and reduce them if I'm having a hard time describing something. Um, anyways, I don't know how to finish my thought there. Just let me know what you guys think about some of the references I'm making here, right? Um, in hindsight, for example, Stray Kids, I made the comparison to Dino and a guy named Tay, but then when I look at it again, I'm like, actually, they don't look that similar. And I think someone in the comment section said they don't really look similar. I'm like, yeah, I agree with you. After I recorded it, right? Um, so there's definitely times where I'm like, you know what, I'm wrong. Um, so always feel free to um, correct me or disagree. Disagreements are not only common, disagreements are healthy if done in a certain way, right? So, and my hope is that my channel, the people that watch my content, you feel comfortable to have constructive conversations at times, not only with me but with each other, if possible. So far, I've been showered with great positivity and energy and love and such. So I'm not saying stop those. I love those. I really enjoy it. Excuse me. It hurts to laugh and cough. Mm. Mm. With that said, 10 out of 10. Great song. Love it. Siyeon sounds great. This is a different side of Dreamcatcher and Siyeon specifically. Loved it. Really appreciate it. I'm glad I saw it in my feed, and I think someone mentioned it in one of the comment section as well, so I really appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing more from these talented girls. I noticed someone said she can't Sua cannot be my Sua because it's their Sua. I beg to differ. But this is a Shion video, not a Sua video. I'll talk more about this in a Sua video at some point. With that said, please leave a comment, whatever you want, anything that I talked about prior, or anything you want to talk about future. Always keep the recommendations coming, because if it's a duplicate, I will simply move on. If it's not a duplicate, then it's going to the list. So please always recommend things. If you enjoyed the content, this video, please consider liking the video. It helps the video, I should say, gain the traction it needs to get to other people's feeds and potentially other people's recommendations and all stuff. The algorithm is affected by the likes, so I hear. So please like the video if you can, and as always, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Helps me understand you guys enjoy the content, and it really helps me stay motivated because I always say I record these late at night. Sometimes I just want to lay down and sleep, but then I think people are enjoying the content. They want to see more from me, and I really want to interact with you guys. I'm really enjoying it, so that's why I um, keep doing these slightly late nights, so I could just get squeeze in an extra video or two. And it really the reward that I'm receiving from you guys for doing this is way more satisfying than maybe I would feel with 1 extra hour sleep, for example. Anyways, we'll see how long that lasts. Maybe I'll have to start coming with a schedule where I get to sleep earlier, here and there on a weekly basis. But so far, I feel great. And finally, I wanted to end this video like in the 30-minute mark, and now it's the 41st minute. Wherever you are, have a good day, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, whatever time it is. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.